A big welcome to all of you. Here I am again, preparing now or putting the Aquarius full moon together, which is happening on the 3rd of August in the month of Leo. So this month is going to be very intense because Leo is an intense sign. Now the sun is since the 23rd of July in the Leo sign, and we feel this energy quite through the heat, through this middle, right? We are in the middle of the summer. And when we're in the middle of the summer, it's a fixed sign, right? The sun is in a fixed sign. So we kind of fixed on how we see things. And particularly, Leo is very passionate, right? He's passion in itself. And I just give you already a little picture of how I see Leo. With this infinity symbol as the breath that we do when we do stick our tongue out, right? And really show that we roar. We are letting out that sound so we can really create something magnificent, right? It's a beautiful animal, right? Leo is very proud, very beautiful. This is the typical picture for Leo, right? And here I have created a little bit of a different way of looking at Leo, looking at the animal itself and becoming the animal through this breath, right? Which I'm gonna go deeper into it, because now we have, of course, the full moon is in Aquarius, so we're gonna have a look at Aquarius. So Aquarius, here, the star, right? Beautiful card. We very much see here hope and the healing and the beauty of connecting to something higher than ourselves, which is what this star represents, right? So the let's have a look at these constellation, right? We have these 8 stars, but there are 7 smaller ones and 1 big one, and the 7 smaller ones are the chakras, right? This is where you're understanding that there is a way of reaching up, and the 8th star, I would call it the Earth star, or you could also say this is the star of your revelation, which is then why are you here on Mother Earth? Why are you here doing what you're doing, right? Is this your star hovering over you, looking at you, protecting you, helping you to find your peace, your calm through meditation, right? Only through meditation are we able to reach to the 8th star, right? The 7th star is just right above our head, the crown chakra. We wearing that crown like we see in so many other major arcanas where they're wearing a crown, or in the Tower, which is the card right before the star, is where the crown is falling down. The crown is not serving to the right person. Something had to break, something had to leave, right? So this is this symbolism here. Then we see her naked, and to be naked is to see that you're natural, that you do not need to hide, that you not need to prove anything. If you have a little bit of belly, if you have a little bit of something, you don't care, right? At this stage in your life, or as the Aquarius and the age of Aquarius that we're entering now, it means that you really are yourself, right? You really have come to that place and owning this physical body. Now, this nakedness comes also with Isis as being unveiled, as being showing herself, right? That true queen, that true female, that empowered female that is now wanting to come into this world. Now, Aquarius right now is connected to, ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of freedom and the new reality we're going in, right? In breaking out of the old, in bringing yourself to a new level of awareness, right? So this is showing us, of course, she's clearly aware because she has one foot in the water, in this well, or in this lake or pond, right? Where the subconscious is bringing us deep down. The subconscious rules us, right? Now, the other foot is on the earth, and that's where she's grounded at the same time. She has both polarities connected to herself. She is connected to the subconscious, but she's also connected to the conscious with this other foot, right? Then she has these two water bearers. She's the water bearer, right? She's the one that collects the water. And here, we don't know, is she pouring the water into the lake or into the well, or did she just take it out? And with the other one, she's pouring it back down here into the earth. So there is a cycle. She is actually giving us the awareness of there is a cycle, as we also see the stars, right, creating a circle. Now, what is really powerful is that any lake or any pond with the subconscious is actually bringing us to all the conditionings that we have gone through since our birth, since our childhood, since we were naturally naked and didn't even need to hide anything, right? So here we are becoming aware of a lot of empowered symbolisms. Now you see also here a tree, and in this tree sits a bird, and this bird is the scarlet ibis, right? And this scarlet ibis has a peak that looks like a fish hook. And now the name of this card in the Hebrew alphabet is Tzadi, T-Z-A-D-D-I, meaning fish hook. And the fish is here to find the truth, the subconscious, right? We know fish, Pisces in a way, is the subconsciousness, like, right? Where we're going deeper down and we find where we are bound through our past. And you see here this bird sitting, right, and being part of this picture, meaning this is how we fish for the truth, right? Not by a hook, by a fish hook where we get the fish. No, we catch the fish like the bird in a natural way, in a way where it's becoming something where we fish for the things that bind us to the subconscious, to this pool of unconsciousness. Unconsciously, sometimes we do things and we don't realize why we're doing it. Now, of course, I did again a yoga pose, and the yoga pose that I created here is the star pose, right, which is coming out of side plank, where we're lifting the leg up into the air, we're grabbing it with our toe. Now, as you can see, she has also one foot in the water and one hand at the earth where the water is pouring through her hand into the earth. Now, if this card would be coming out reverse, we see you here in the stars, right, shining bright. You, that 1 star, that 8 star, you are the purpose when you take this position, right? And this interconnection where we are celestially connected, but also earthly, bringing it down to the people, right? So here there are 2 ways of connecting with this card. And of course, I still have to put in the bird and the tree. I'm not finished, right? I'm always continuing working on these cards, which is just like a big pleasure for me. I'm really enjoying it. Okay. So that's basically the overall awareness of this full moon, right? And the meaning of this full moon in Aquarius is the fight to be free, right? We fight to be free because the sun is in Leo, right? And of course, we are in Aquarius. And this fight, right, is for the greatest good for all people, transitioning now into freedom, into justice, into becoming aware that the things the way they have been, because actually the sun is in Leo, the moon is in Aquarius, and Uranus is in Taurus. And Taurus is about real estate, security, finances, all the systems. So there is this T-square, right, where all the sun, the moon, and the Uranus are tugging on each other, and we are going to see quite still some riots where we're stepping up and we say no more. No more of this injustice, no more of these things that are not functioning. And the age of Aquarius is coming in, right? More and more now with this full moon, a light is shining, a healing light is shining onto the people, down into our subconscious. We have been way too long in the age of Pisces, being suppressed, being good in where we were. It was great. The collective was all together in it. We were fine, but now we're breaking free. We're moving up into the 8th chakra, into the earth star, into the purpose of each individual, of what can we do to clearly see now where have we been suppressed in the subconscious, where we have been not connected to a higher purpose. And this is what's coming, not only on this full moon, but in general, the big year of the age of Aquarius, right? So this is where we're going, where we're moving towards, refining the balance again. Remember, between 1 foot up in the air, of course, 1 foot in the water, right? So you have to ask yourself, what is it that I would like to bring into this world in this month where we're now in the sun in Leo, fighting for something greater, higher than ourselves, right? Still the same theme, continue. Good. After this full moon, so this is the last time I'm doing it the way I'm doing it right now. After this full moon in Aquarius, I'm going to do individual readings when the moon is in your sign, and that will happen every 3 days. The moon will switch from the sign that he's in into the next, and I will just do the readings like this, so you have to wait a little longer. And then, of course, on the full and new moon, I still will do a collective video for all, where I am going to do quite one video, not for each one a reading, but I will do one big reading where I pick 3 cards per person going again through it, and then I will put the timing so you can go to 11 minutes and 20 seconds where your reading starts, which is done like just like 3-4 minutes long, but just for your meditation for that time in the full moon or then in the new moon when you need the help, this visual help, right? These symbolisms that are packed in each of these major arcana cards, right? So, but then I will give you a bigger reading when the moon is in your sign. So I feel the energy. I've been doing this in Germany now, and I feel that it's bringing me much deeper into the signs. So this is only what's going to change, right? You're still going to have like a short, but not for each video posted, but one big video where all the signs are in, and you get 3 cards, and I will give you the push for your meditation. Good. So now we're going to each individual reading one more time. This is the last time I'm doing it. And thank you for watching. Namaste. Welcome, Aries. This is your full moon reading for the 3rd of August in Aquarius. And as we know, you are the Queen of Wands, right? If you're born from the 12th of March to the 9th of April, this is your court card, right? So just remember, again, the details are in the description box below. So I already reduced cards. I only have 3 and 2 from the Mystical Shaman. And I'm working with the Good Tarot, right? Good Tarot deck and 1 Mystical Shaman. But I also look at what is coming from the deck itself. And from the deck itself is the 9 of Air. Now, when I lifted the card from the deck, underneath is your card, the Emperor. Aries, this strong energy, right? So remember, we are the sun in Leo, and breath work, inhale and exhale, or lion's breath, right? Releasing all the energy is needed to come into this empowered being that you are, because this is what I see. But now here is the 9 of Air, and the 9 of Air is usually a sign of you're not able to sleep, you have too many thoughts going on in your head, and you're a head person, right? You're the ram. You're the initiator, you're the spring, you're the spark. So I can see that there's something restless going on. And underneath the, if I go, right, there is the Tower and the 8 of Air, which is you feel quite stuck mentally, even though you break through, right? And I think what's happening to you is that the old is leaving. The old you is leaving and a new you wants to come through. And these are your 3 cards that came out, right? Page of Fire, Messenger of Fire, and the World. Now the Page of Fire is this new creative, new young creative idea that wants to be born in this world, that wants to come through children, wants to come through the youth. So for you, my dear Aries, right, connect with the youth, connect with the movement that is happening right now, because then this grows into the night, the messenger, that which delivers the message to the world, right? So it's very clear that you, with this full moon in Aries, this star, this light that we want to embody, we want to take in this position, right, is something that wants to now be born, wants to come to the world. And this messenger, right, the messenger of fire is Sagittarius. And maybe there's a Sagittarius in your life that is very important. So here you are having all these ideas, or if you are this messenger, right? It's also fire sign, but it's different than Aries or Leo, right? Sagittarius is more up, energetically uplifting energy. It goes up high, right? So something wants to be born. There is a message that wants to come and wants to be born in this world, in a completion, in a time of we going to the next level, because from the mystical shaman oracle, you got the sorcerer. 48, which is the number 12, is the number 3. And the number 3 here is the world. So the sorcerer is looking at the world. The sorcerer knows how to, he's kind of like the magician. He has all the elements, he has all the colors of the rainbow visually leading into a new paradigm, into a new world. This is coming from the deck, right? The sorcerer comes from the bottom of the deck. And the card that came out is the seer. And I really love this card. It's the number 9. It's a completion. I feel like the makeup that we wearing is like so boring, right? So here, look at this. So maybe you want to wear a makeup like that. Start changing everything that you know. Now the seer is the one that can bring the healing, that can bring this new awareness to this world. Very, very clear message here, right? You really have to do it, because otherwise you're going to have your nightmares at night. I think you get ideas coming in your dreams, and you really know what to do. You deep down know what to do, because the Emperor, right, is underneath, is behind this card, right? Letting go is not always an easy thing to do, because letting go means that letting go of the identity that we have formed for so many years, right? I just want to know one card for the 9 of air. And here it is. So what I see with the 9 of air comes the 3 of wands, meaning I'm going and doing, I'm taking actions. Here I'm just thinking, I'm in this loop of constantly thinking and bringing myself into a negative place. Here I'm taking action. Here I am looking right into the future, and I say, I'm gonna go and take those waves, right? She stands there with those 3 flames. That's like the woman that's connected to the Empress. And so this taking action is what's needed to overcome this excessive thinking, right? Very beautiful message for you, my dear Aries, right? Yeah, and see if you can find that freedom, that star that you want to bring into this world, right? Becoming the star, knowing the messenger holds the light, right? Holds the creative thoughts and idea for you. And of course, like at the end, those 2 beautiful cards, seeing that you are becoming the seer for this world, right? The 3 fits 3 times into the 9, right? So there's 3 earth, and each separation, again, we evolve as a consciousness, as a global consciousness. And you see that. You actually are, if you take action, if you go and take those waves, right? If you stay here, if you stay stuck, not good for you, right? Because the sorcerer is the one that takes action. Good, my dear Aries. I wish you a beautiful meditation for this full moon, and then we see each other again in August, when I do each reading of each zodiac sign when the moon goes through. So until then, have a lovely summer. Thank you for watching. Namaste.